Good morning, guys, and welcome back. So this is a week 2 January budget. Okay, so before we go into this week, what I've decided to do is go back to week 1 and look at what were our variable expenses. So this is what was in the video last week, and then I've added in what we ended up spending extra. So my husband had a late work Christmas party, so he ended up getting an Uber back from his work Christmas party to an engagement party that we also had that night that I was already at. So that was $76. I went to Kmart, spent $5, and then I bought a lottery ticket for $8.15. Now you can see we only had $53 left in our account as a buffer, so my husband did transfer money to cover this from our savings account right here. So this is probably going to be a common occurrence if we go over. I'll just come back and put this in and show you, and then in the monthly budget it will come up, and it'll make more sense if I show you this now than just bring it on you in the monthly budget and see that we've gone out over budget. So this is week 2. So this week I got paid exactly the same. My husband got paid $1,303.88. I got $979.13 for a total of $2,282.13. Does that sound right? It must be. I've added this up, so hopefully it's all right. So we go into our normal bills. Like I said, I always put $500 a week into our bills account, so that is standard. That is always going to be the same, unless, like last week, I accidentally put in an extra $70. But that's okay, because there's no such thing as too much money in your bills account. So we go on to our expenses. So this week I've gone a bit lower and I did $150 on food. I went food shopping yesterday, and I only spent $111. So I think $150 is going to be more than enough this week. I tried to budget our food for stuff we already had in the pantry, and I think that helped a lot with cutting cost. I wasn't buying anything extra that I don't need. Spending is always the same at $100 a week. Basketball, my husband goes back to basketball this week, so we've budgeted $25. Petrol is $50 for my car, and eating out this week, we both have a Saturday off work, so I have budgeted $50 for eating out, whereas last week I didn't budget anything, and we stuck to that. We didn't eat out last week using any extra money other than our spending. So then we go down, and this is the fun part. So home loan, this week we paid $1,100 on our home loan. So we put every extra cent we had to this home loan. No money into house savings, $100 on our holiday fund, $50 into our baby savings account, $100 into our spending savings account, and then $25 each into super. So that leaves $7.13 in our account as a little buffer. Now, we can have a small buffer because all our bills are direct debited out of this bank account, which always has money in it. So we don't get surprise direct debits generally out of this account. The only time we have surprises is when my husband has to pay $76 for an Uber on a Saturday night. So, yeah, usually it's just unplanned spending that would come out of this. So this week we're going to try really hard. We have our spending money and $50 eating out, so $150 to use this week on other stuff. So hopefully this week stays on track. Last week we were pretty good, actually. The Uber, my husband had no option. He had to get home. I'd already been drinking for the night, so I couldn't go pick him up. He was over an hour away. So it is what it is. He had to get home. No one was able to pick him up. No one was able to take him home with them. So yeah, I feel like last week we did really well. This week's, hopefully we stick to this as well and start off the year strong. Thank you for watching.